We have a suspicion that for some reason our master felt that the Jedi would return to Telos. We do not know why. Theory. Perhaps he knew of places that the Jedi would retreat to if their bases on Dantooine and Coruscant were attacked, and he arranged for us to be waiting. Conclusion. But we have found no such places of retreat here on Telos.
Revan produced the HK-50s with 3 main directives, as we discussed in the previous video. One of those directives was to search for and to capture Jedi. These droids were produced on Telos. There is also a hidden Jedi Academy on Telos that Revan knew about. So why didn't the HK-50s know about it? Why would Revan not tell them about it? Simply put, Revan couldn't tell them about it because of their programming.
Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them.
The last line says it all.
If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them.
The droids were to capture Jedi, but came to their own conclusion to kill them if they couldn't capture them. My suspicion is that the conclusion they reached was a byproduct of their programming, an unavoidable execution so that other directives would work properly. And it wasn't the only one either. More on that in a bit. This did not serve Revan's desires, as he wanted to try and turn as many Jedi as possible, but it was a concession that Revan simply had to accept. When Revan wanted specific Jedi dead, HK-47 would be sent. As a side note, this isn't what KoTOR wanted either, but he concluded a possible positive.
Assassins, no. Some of the bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa, however, have chosen to interpret my commands in a manner not of my choosing. You are no value to me, dead. If you were a Jedi, they could not kill you anyway. If they could, then you were useless to me.
If the HK-50s knew about Telos Academy, then their programming would likely result in them traveling to it in search of Jedi. If compromised, then the Jedi would likely avoid it instead of using it as a place to retreat to. And as theorized in the previous video, Revan wanted to use it as a trap. Let the Jedi gather on Telos first, and then provide the HK-50s with the location. The droids would know where the Jedi are, but the Jedi won't know where the droids are coming from.
You are incapable of matching us technologically or in combat. We are capable of independent action, in addition to our considerable combat abilities. Your functions, sadly enough, are very limited. Conclusion. Surely our master recognized this. We understand that one was quite competent for an organic.
The other piece of programming that I mentioned would probably be best described as being necessary instead of unavoidable, and that would be the HK-50's ability to act independently. HK-47 would be given a target, it would search and destroy that target and return for new orders. The HK-50s would just keep going.
Since it is difficult to determine who was a Jedi and who was not, it seemed to be largely a matter of perspective. I did kill many soldiers who used techniques in combat that could make them be considered Jedi, although they call themselves Sith.
They will continue to pursue who they perceive to be Jedi. They will continue to see themselves throughout the Republic as protocol droids, and they will continue to destabilize the government body that they perceive to be the Republic. They will not stop unless they receive information that indicates that their master, Revan, had died. And they're supposed to be quite spread out, amongst Republic spaces but potentially also in other areas in search of Jedi. As you can see, this creates a high amount of uncertainty. Revan was not planning on dying, and he couldn't micromanage all of them, so Revan needed a way to get rid of them. He needed something that can be precise, but act without worrying about independent action. Something that would stop themselves after this mission is complete. Enter HK-51.
Revelation. We have already begun construction on a new generation of HK units. When the last of our deficiencies are accounted for and corrected, they shall be the most formidable assassination droids in the galaxy. Statement. Yes, the HK-51 units. They should indeed be coming online soon. Perhaps you will soon experience what I have been experiencing. That slow, crawling feeling of obsolescence. Confused query. What do you mean? Statement. Here they are now. Perfect timing. Announcement. Multiple targets detected. Destroy any obsolete units and take control of the facility. Useless query. What are the HK-51's doing online? Unnecessary statement. I thought we had detected a problem in their behavior core. Panicked statement. If by problem, you mean that they seem prone to assassinate us, then yes, that slight problem was never corrected.
By now you've probably deduced my theory. What if the HK-51's propensity for assassinating previous HK generations was not a problem as the HK-50s describe it? What if it's not a bug, but a feature? Either the HK-51's or a subsequent model that results from the research and development would be used to clean up a galaxy that is now saturated with these very dangerous walking bombs. Obviously, the HK-50s would believe it to be a glitch, since who would want to destroy these droids of unrivaled sophistication? Droids are not the future. After all, this isn't Mass Effect. Much like the Starforge, I believe that Revan was only willing to use these droids to a point. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. Let me know in the comment section. I think I'm done with the HK facility for now, but if you still want to see more theory videos on other topics, then be sure to let me know by liking the video and subscribing to see whenever I upload. If you want to see more like this, I recommend the one on screen now. In it, I theorized that the promised land that the Terrisian outcasts would have found is not exactly what they would be hoping for. Until next time, thanks for watching.